Hi, it's Erica with Untamed Soul Tarot, and I've got another reading for you today. I actually have a notebook full of tarot spreads that I have worked on for years, and I just add to it every single time I have a spread that I've been working with or created that I just absolutely love. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I just searched through this today and found one to do? And the one that caught my eye is one that I actually do relatively regularly, which is the stress relief spread. And what I love about this one is it actually aims to talk a little bit about your current state of stress, the healthiest way to cope with that stress, an important lesson that the stress that you're going through could be teaching you, something that you may not be seeing clearly, and maybe a little advice on how to avoid it for the future. The other thing that I love about this spread is that where I work, I actually pair this with a relaxation massage. So you would come in, you get your stress relief tarot reading, and then you get an hour relaxation paired with aromatherapy to also aid in relieving of the stress, almost physically, but also massage can also help relieve stress even mentally. And what it does is it gives that person that hour of time without getting a reading and running right back out into the world and almost forgetting what the reading told them or unveiled for them. So it gives them an hour of time to just settle in with what was discussed and said. And then, of course, I'm there being the therapist for the massage as well. So then if more questions pop up, then you have that whole hour with me afterwards to mull things over just a little bit. So I figured it would be a great time to use the healing power of my Dragon Tarot as well as the Herbal Astrology Oracle to go for this spread today. So let me go ahead and shuffle these cards if this is a reading you would like to see, because again, it's collective. It could be for anybody. You're welcome to stick around and watch it. If not, keep on going, and maybe I'll catch you the next time I do one of these segments. Okay, we have our cards pulled. And the first card that we pulled in the position for the root of my current stress is we pulled the King of Swords, but in reverse. And when we see this card in reverse, it is drawing attention to the fact that you could be somebody who usually communicates really well, can get the point across, is great with your words, public speaking, and you generally are the go-to person for somebody who needs to eloquently explain or guide somebody through something in a verbal manner, as well as being able to have those hard conversations. You may find yourself in a place of struggling to have those hard conversations that you generally are very good at having. But when we see this card in reverse, it could be drawing attention that rather than letting just your logical mind guide you through these conversations and these speaking situations, you might find yourself clouded by emotions almost. Your judgment could be clouded by emotions surrounding why you may be having to have this particular conversation, or, you know, have this particular speaking arrangement with somebody, whether there's a conversation or an argument, an email, anything of that sort. So the healthiest way to cope with this stress, we actually pulled the Sun card, but in reverse. And a healthy way to cope with this stress is to not let yourself feel so down about shortcomings that you may have. Because remember, you are somebody who normally is very good at these things. But when we find ourselves struggling to move through something that we normally move through with ease, we find ourselves falling into an area of feeling bad and feeling down. And a way to cope with this is to remember that we all have these moments and that it's okay to have those moments. Now, the next card is the important lesson that I'm learning, and we actually pulled the Ten of Cups, which is a card about togetherness and happy with togetherness. And I feel that when we see this card in a spot that is pertaining to a lesson, we're going to think about our community and the people that we lean on whenever things are stressful and not going the way that we wish them to go. We might find that we need to have a group of people in learning the lesson that it's okay to be surrounded by others who can lift you up whenever you need to be lifted up. A group of people that support you even though you are feeling like you may have even let yourself and others down. The lesson learned is that you can't always do everything on your own. Sometimes you need support of others to help bring you up when you feel down. Now, the next card that we pulled is something that I'm not seeing clearly. And the card that we pulled is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So something that you may not be seeing clearly is maybe even the fact that you might still have some things to troubleshoot on how you move through hard conversations, and also troubleshooting how you move through your confidence level when having to have these conversations and speaking with people about things that are difficult. It's okay to still be in that place of learning. Just realize that you need to be in the place of learning and not push it away. It's okay to feel as though you need to humble yourself just a bit to realize that there might have been ways in which you could have done better based on knowledge that you have and knowledge that you have yet to acquire. So therefore, don't let yourself feel down about the fact that you might still be in a process of working some things out so that you can move through these things with ease a little bit better in the future. The next card that we pull, we actually had the Queen of Cups in reverse for how to avoid this problem in the future. And it's going to call attention to not letting our emotions overwhelm us and get in the way. You generally could be somebody who does do well, but whenever other people and yourself act out emotionally, you find yourself feeling lost for words. And when that happens, we need to remember to keep our composure and keep our control, even in the midst of those emotions swirling around us. And the last card that we pulled is Angel's Trumpet, or the Death, or labeled as Death in this oracle card. But don't let it scare you. It doesn't actually mean a physical death. It can also point to transformation, which means the current situation that you're going through, whenever you take the advice that is given and consider everything that has been going on and everything that you need to move through to decide, well, how could this have gone better? Where can I lean for more support in the future? And how can I move through this the next time it happens? Is almost an actual transformation of how you start to move through. Remember when we pulled the Page of Pentacles in reverse, saying that you might be rejecting a little bit of the fact that you could be in that state still of learning through how to navigate these situations. Remember that humbling yourself to that point of realizing how you can move through and realizing that we need to not let our emotions get in the way, which tends to cloud our judgment. And we need to realize that the way that we feel, how down and out we feel when we fail at something, we need to realize that we do have a group of people. And if you don't have a group of people, find a group of people that can help support you in your endeavors, that can also help kind of pick up the pieces whenever you need the pieces to be picked up. And going through this process is a way of killing off and cutting ties of what no longer is serving you so that you can move forward in a better state of being for future situations. I hope this helps somebody out today. If you are local to me, I would love to be able to provide this reading for you, so please reach out. And if you aren't local to me, know that you can always book with me via YouTube, or not YouTube, via my website. And there is a way to book with me for a personal reading. I can do Zoom video readings that way. But I hope to see you all soon, and I hope all of my untamed souls have a good rest of their day.